Honey is a natural sweetener for cooking, a topical antibiotic for injuries, and even an antioxidant agent for lowering cholesterol levels. But it may as well be a deadly poison for infants. The reason? A type of food poisoning called botulism.
Botulism is a 1 in a million type of food poisoning that stems from an anaerobic, rod-shaped, spore-forming bacteria called Clostridium botulinum. C. botulinum is prevalent, most commonly as spores. These spores are found everywhere, on the surfaces of fruits, vegetables, and even seafood. Because the spores are only killed at temperatures of 240 to 250 degrees Fahrenheit, improperly processed foods can contain spores. When it comes to infants, the leading cause of cases is honey. Since honey is a raw agricultural product, it is not heated before distribution. In the US, 10% of honey samples contain spores. While the spores are generally harmless, danger can occur once the spores begin to grow out into active bacteria that produce a protein with characteristic neurotoxicity that may grow in foods, producing a toxin. Once in the body, the toxin binds to nerve endings that join muscles. This prevents the nerves from signaling the muscles to contract, causing difficulty breathing, muscle paralysis, and even death. This is known as botulism.
So why is it okay for adults to eat honey but not for babies? In essence, C. botulism causes different types of botulism in adults and infants. The type of botulism that occurs in infants is simply called infant botulism, or more commonly, floppy baby syndrome. It occurs when the spores of the bacteria gets into an infant's intestines. The spores germinate, colonize, and produce toxins. Infant botulism only occurs in infants because of their underdeveloped bacterial colonies in their intestines. This gives the spores of C. botulism lots of space to culture without competition. In contrast, adults have established bacterial colonies in the gut. Therefore, when adults ingest honey that contains spores of C. botulinum, they are unlikely to colonize the intestines of an adult and cause infant botulism. Foodborne botulism, the type that occurs more commonly in adults, is caused by ingesting foods that are already contaminated with the botulinum toxin, such as homemade foods that have been improperly canned, preserved, or fermented.
In short, it is vital to be aware of the bacterium Clostridium botulinum, found in raw and processed honey that is used worldwide. It is strongly recommended that products containing honey not to be given to infants under the age of 1. But after the year, start introducing them as natural sweeteners because they do come with some benefits. So, as long as the proper precautions are taken, you're good to go.